First of all, I want again to express my concern, my deepest concern, and my condolences to the families of people who lost their lives. But what I find in the analysis of that situation is we are pretending that we do not know what really happened. And it's very sad, particularly people who were involved in the business of law enforcement, to be deliberately peddling mistruths and lies. Whereas we very well know what happened in the South. We know what happened. We are being hypocritical in that we are not saying, let's put it this way, the crime situation in this country is cause for concern. It has been a cause for concern for a very long time. The government has taken steps to deal with that situation. What happened in Vieux was unprecedented, and everybody knows why it happened. Everybody knows. We've just been, for some for genuine reasons, some for political reasons, some for reasons to come after me and the government. We are using that as an excuse. We know that, and let's be very frank about it, we know that a Don got killed in Vieux and there's retaliation. That's what happened. So why are we being hypocrites and trying to lump all of it together? Of course it's a crime. Of course it's something that is not pleasant. Of course it's something that we must deal with. But you're trying to lump it with the courts and that is hypocritical. Right? We are very concerned. And right now, we are taking immediate measures to stop it now. Short-term measures. What are these measures? We are bringing the RSS to help us on the ground to deal with that issue. 2, we are further enhancing we are further enhancing the facilities for the police in terms of vehicles, in terms of numbers. 3, we are going to Parliament with emergency legislation to give the police emergency powers to suppress crime. 4, whilst we are doing that, we're trying to see if we can improve the morale of the police, trying to see if we can deal with other issues with technology, scanners, drones, etc. And finally, we are enhancing our social programs for these areas. And 5thly, we are giving the police more training. The last government, training was 0. The training vote was 0 for the police. We are enhancing that. And generally, we are improving conditions for the police. You notice we started work on the Grocery Police Station. We are working on the Vieux Police Station. But to lump all of it together for political reasons is hypocrisy. What happened in Vieux has nothing to do with the courts, has nothing to do with the police station. It is a Don who got killed and revenge was being taken. Retaliatory. Everybody knows that. Everybody doesn't say is we just trying to find an excuse. Some of us are trying to look for excuses. Some of us are trying to blame the government. The United Workers' Party is trying to come after me and the government. That's all. We do not condone it. We're going to fight against it, and we have the immediate measure that we are doing now to enhance what we started a long time ago. You understand? And there are people who very well know what happened, but for their own personal reasons, they are pretending that they don't know what happened. And if you want to open a whole Pandora's box, we can open it. But we're not doing that because my party, the Labour Party, has not made one statement about it. No, because my party is a party of discipline, is a party of principle. We know very well what's happening now is a situation that's dangerous. So my party has said nothing, our party, because we know it's not a time to play politics. The United Workers' Party did not come with clean hands. In one occasion, you had a leader saying something, and his surrogates, his supporters on their Facebook page, they are spreading the lies and the propaganda and the maligning for political reasons. But on the one hand, he as a great pretender pretends that he wants to help this government. We will only speak United Workers' Party when they come with clean hands. Their hands are not clean. in that matter because they are spreading lies, propaganda, untruths for political reasons. The Labour Party has nothing of this sort, and we will not. We are fighting the crime scourge. We are dealing with it. None of our ministers has ever declared that he'll commit crime on his own. None of our ministers have done that. Not one of our ministers has ever been fingered in a commission of inquiry by one of the greatest jurists in the region and said he's not fit to be a police officer. Not one of my ministers have. I've never appointed a minister who's done that. So when we come in to criticize and we come to cast aspersions, let us take at the mold from our eye and then look for other people's eyes.
Definitely. Just one more follow-up. Would these decisions, would they have been coming up from your meeting on Sunday with civil society, and can you just enlighten us what happened?
We had a very good meeting with civil society, very good meeting with the leaders. We are going to the South also to talk. I'm heartened by their desire to get a situation under control. I'm heartened by the fact that they've agreed that they'll work with the government in the immediately, while they work on the long-term situation. I'm very heartened. And as is always the government's position, this thing is not about politics. This thing will haunt anybody. It has haunted before, it will haunt again if we don't stop it. So my job, even though I pay the ultimate political price, is to stop it. And we've instructed the police to use all legal methods to stop it, even though I pay the political price. Because I detest the hypocrisy that's taking place in that situation. People pretending to be doing and saying one thing, and in the back, they're doing worse. And their history will show you. Because we've not gone into this, Their history will show you. I've asked everyone to examine my history and examine theirs. So those who are casting aspersions, they have to look at their history. And when the time comes, we will have to take the gloves off and expose that hypocrisy that's happening in this country.
Thank you.
Yeah, you said that there's a certain agency, there's a certain immediacy to this whole situation. And it's something that happened in the past. But in the short-term measure, you say like some heads will rule.
In terms of what?
In terms of the crime assessment, the people involved, the
what we're doing now, we're taking immediate steps to stop it using legal means. Immediate steps using legal means to stop what's happening there. We're going to stop it.
But articulation is doing so, given our last Operation Restore Confidence, how can the police really go in full force?
Because this Prime Minister and, the United Workers' Party ridiculed me for that in their whole hypocritical nature. That's what they're all about, hypocrites. When I said I'm not a policeman. I'm not getting involved in operational matters. My job is to give the police the resources to do their job and leave it for them. And when people talk about political interference in the police force and promotions, let's not go there. Let's please not go there. The person who's talking about that should not go there. He should not. Because you must never take my posture for weakness, It's not weakness. It's the higher cause of the people of St. Lucia. This is what? It's the higher cause. It's not weakness. My silence doesn't mean I don't have information. My silence is because I'm looking at the greater cause, the people of St. Lucia, the welfare of the people of St. Lucia. But there are things that can be said. And those who are casting aspersions know what can be said. But it's a greater cause, even though I pay the ultimate political price.
Pierre Nelson, 17 TV. It's just a clarification question. The Deputy PM said that there would be no kind of state of emergency or whatnot, but then you said something about you'll be expanding the law to give the police emergency powers. So just
no, there is a big emergency powers we're going to give emergency powers to the police. These emergency powers can take the form of everything, but it's not going to be a state of emergency call. They're going to be emergency powers given to the police.
And my question is just, some of I know we speak about, the bloodshed and whatnot, but some of the economic impacts this is having on the nation
And that,
because businesses are closed.
thank you. And that is what we need to talk about. And that is the reality of the situation. That's why we must stop it now. And that's the reality. Because people are afraid. The people who are afraid, they are genuinely afraid. The children who are not going to school, they are genuinely afraid. But not the hypocrites who are pretending. You understand? They're genuine, and that is why we are going to stop. We're going to stop it now, so we can stop the bloodshed by the actions to be taken now. That is why we're doing it. Because we understand that there is fear and trepidation in the society. And what we're saying is that is not a time to look for political shots and go on your Facebook page and cast aspersions and lies and comparisons, etc. I said before, my party has not said a word about it. It's not about Philip J. Pierre. It's about the citizens of Beaufort and the citizens of St. Lucia. Before Philip J. Pierre, there was crime. After me, I hope there can be less. So it's not about me. So those who think that they can benefit from the situations happening now as a way to come at me, it will not work. Okay. To solve the situation, I can pay the ultimate political price of taking the decisions to benefit the people of St. Lucia.
It's in your final, and then Mr. Darius, and then I'm heard from Andrew, sorry.
No problem. Mr. Professor, again, just as a point of clarification as well, what would these emergency powers granted to the police, what would they entail? Because I guess it's not operations as normal. So what can people expect?
Well, as I said in my speech, there is going to be some discomfort. And we're asking the public institution to bear with us. The police have been instructed to follow to ensure that the human rights of people are preserved. But it's going to be some discomfort. Again, I will make the statement again, I'm not a policeman. I'm not getting involved in the operational situation as regards the police. But I can tell you there's going to be some discomfort. And I'm asking the press to understand that there's going to be some discomfort, because the police have been given the instructions that this situation must be brought under control by all legal means possible.
Yeah, Mr. Prime Minister. So you say, I guess you say that the crime situation goes far beyond the guys with gun shooting. There's a big fish involved, there are bigger heads involved. All these people have to pay the consequences.
What I'm saying is a situation that exploded because of one specific incident. That's all I'm saying. And people know the incident. But I'm also saying that the situation of crime in St. Lucia is a cause for concern. We've said so all the time. It has always been a cause of concern. There was, some time ago, there were 3 murders in ancillary canneries. There were 3 murders in ancillary canneries some weekend ago. I wasn't Prime Minister. There were 3 murders in ancillary canneries. This is nothing to gloat upon. This is not to cast aspersions. And I never made any statement. All the statements I've made is saying I will work with the police. I have never condemned anyone. I've never said that this and that Prime Minister caused crime and I will stop it. I've never said so. I've said that I'm going to give the police the opportunity, I'm going to give them the resources to fight crime. I've said so all the time. I've never made any outlandish statements as far as crime is concerned, and I will not. What I'm going to tell you is that people should not use the situation for political capital and to think they can gain by using, on the one hand, he who comes for justice will come for justice with clean hands. You do not come forward and say, let's work together. I gave you advice, and in the back you're spreading propaganda, you're lying, you're libeling people in the back, and in the front you come and sing. And we're not going to tolerate that. We're going to work with people who want to be the situation under control, and we're going to continue working with them. As we met the private sector and the church, civil society, there are people who want, people are coming, and what is very heartening is the outpouring of concern from the society. The outpouring of concern from people who want to see the situation get under control. This is very heartening. I want to thank them for that. I want to really thank the people of Vieux-Fort for their patience and for the understanding of the situation. The majority of people. I want to thank them for that. I want to tell them the government is working. The government is giving the police the resources within our fiscal capabilities to bring a situation under control. But it's very, very unfair to use a situation that everybody knows why it happened. Why it happened. Everybody knows why it happened. Everybody knows what triggered it. Everyone triggered it. To lump all of it together. It's, of course, there is need for us to do something for the judicial system. Of course, there is need for us to do something with the courthouses. Of course, there is need for us to do something. We'd never destroyed the custody suites. We were not the ones who put a bulldozer in the custody suites. We didn't do it. We have to rebuild it now, which we're trying. We didn't do it. We never did it. We are not the one who did many things. The Vieux-Fort police station. The Vieux-Fort police station had an issue with the roof for at least 4 years. It was allowed. I wasn't Prime Minister 4 years ago. It was allowed to deteriorate till now. You have to change the entire roof. The Grocery police station roof did not get bad yesterday or 1 year ago. It's 4 years it's been in a situation. It didn't happen. The Grocery police station, since 2016, it was supposed to be built. So when you talk about police stations, we can go in discussions about police stations, you know. We can decide who built police station and who did not. We can go into a discussion. Every new police station in this country, every new one has been built by the Judicial Party government.
Mr. Prime Minister, if you could just allow me to ask one more
Yes,
question.
go ahead.
Off topic, in the CDC residents, we just want a little bit of an update in terms of alternative.
Again, I've instructed the minister that a technocrat should not speak on that matter. The person who's spoken about it should not have spoken. And instructions have been gone out clearly to the minister that these pronouncements must not come from the technocrats. That must come from management. And we are assessing the situation, and we're going to deal with it, again, in a humane manner. But again, I want to tell you our history. You see, there was a situation in Black Mali. We moved all these people. We paid rent for them for years. And we get them spots to build a house. You see the young people in this room. That's our history. That's what we're all about. We're about people. Who expects us to allow the people in the CDC to suffer? That's not our nature. Look at who doesn't care about people. You want to go into that history?
What about the people South residents were displaced because of the civil land dispute?
Let's not go for that. So I want you to, you see, when commentators, I'm very happy you're saying that, when commentators talk and pretend that they forget, pretend that they forget the history, that's why I've challenged them. I've been a very brave Prime Minister to challenge. You understand? Let's go into the history. Let's deal with the facts, not innuendo, not what you think, not what's in your heart, the facts. Look at who takes care of people in disaster. Black Mali. Touge. Look at who takes care of people. So the residents of CDC can be assured that they will not be left stranded. The assurance comes from the Prime Minister and the government. Thank you very much. MBC, you're very quiet. Why are you so quiet today? It's good when you're in politics that you can open up yourself. You understand? Open it up. You understand? And let's open it up. I've said to them, let's open it up. You understand? Let's look at history. I have faults. I'm not God. Of course I have faults. But But let's open it up. Let's not play that some people are so righteous and so beholden to everything and other people are not. That's not right. Let's do it the right way. Okay? Yes.
Final question. Choice.
Who? Oh, I didn't know he said Chris Choice. All right, okay. All right, sorry, Chris. Sorry, it's not my main there. I guess you're still missing Wayne. Good guy.
Yes.
Very good man.
You did mention at the expense of, possibly at the expense, in terms of your political career. The issue of crime has, for a long time, kind of been tackled with kid gloves, where various administrations are concerned. Even now, when you made the statement, by any legal means necessary, we remember a long time ago when a similar statement was made.
I don't remember if it was legal. I don't even legal.
No, that one didn't say legal. Exactly, I didn't say legal. But with regards to what this potentially means moving forward, the statement and what it carries, the weight it carries for the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, is this the legacy of Philip J. Pierre where crime is concerned? Is that what you're looking
No, well, legacy is when I leave. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use the best resources of the state. I'm trying to create the best opportunity. I'm trying to go into the situation with clean hands in terms of leading by example, in terms of what I say, in terms of ensuring that the police have a free hand to do what they have to do. That's the legacy I want to leave. I want to leave the police force with a free hand to obey and follow the law. That's all I want to do. And give them the resources I can within the state, the parameters of what the state has to offer. That's what I want to do. Create opportunity for them, give them the resources, allow them to do their job. I repeat again, I'm not a policeman. My father was, not me.
Just finally from me, Mr. Prime Minister.
Yes.
Final.
Final.
Like my pastor.
I know, right? Just on the prospects of minimum wage and livable wage, where are we in that?
Well, I'm expecting a report from the commission anytime now. I hope I get it before the budget statement in April. But the meeting, we budgeted for the local financial allocation for them. So we're supposed to get that April, hopefully in April. Hopefully before the 1st of May. It's the first time in the history of St. Lucia that the government is going to have official, is it the first time? Not sure. But it's going to be official government celebrations of May Day to show workers how important that this government takes them the first time. You should be getting that. I'd like to make a statement by that. And the CCJ, we hope we can launch it formally anytime now. The Governor General has assented to the bill, and we're going to have a grand ceremony. You won't believe the excitement in the region about St. Lucia. I mean, it's very, very funny. I mean, this country has got so clouded in parties and politics by a party that has refused to understand that the people have rejected them. And we'll come back in. They've clouded. So you won't believe the excitement in the region. You won't believe prime ministers, how they are sending all kinds of congratulations. You won't believe how the region excited. People in the diaspora, people all over. But what do we do here? We cast all kind of aspersions, all kind of frivolous court cases to stop progress. You know why? Because we don't have confidence in ourselves as a people. We don't believe in ourselves. We suffer from self-hate. We don't like us. We have no confidence in us as a people. We do not believe that we can do it. I mean, I'm listening to the arguments against the CCJ. They're almost laughable. You know why? Because we don't have any confidence. We don't have any confidence. We don't believe we can do it. We don't believe we can be fair to ourselves. We don't believe that we can take decisions. Look at how great the country of St. Lucia is. Look at Gillian Alfred. Look at what she's doing now. If Gillian Alfred didn't have the confidence in herself, you think she'd be where she is now? Let's say that, boy, you can't do it. You're from Ciceron. You can't do it. Where would she be now? We need opinion leaders. Must stop it. You must not allow the politics to cloud people's judgment because of your own personal political preferences. That must stop. We have reached a stage where the elections are far away. The United Democratic Party lost the elections. They were rejected by the people. The Labour Party was rejected too. A time came when, of course, we were rejected. That is democracy. You are in and you're out. That's the democracy of the business. So the CCJ is supposed to be a crowning glory in the history of St. Lucia, in the judicial issue of St. Lucia. Everybody's excited about it. But no, we don't have the confidence. So we have to say about judges and one man got appointed. And the guy who got appointed in the CCJ, he was there in his position. Nobody reads nobody reads, When the opinion makers are talking, the agreement is a public document. Take it in front of you and read it. It says that is the chairman of OECS Bar Association. It says something about alphabetical order. That's what it says, So, St. Lucia comes at the time, it's like being chairman of the CARICOM heads of government. It's alphabetical. Next time it's Dominica. It's not Labour Party Dominica. It's the Prime Minister of Dominica. So these things are positions. So we talk about political interference, perception, that because a guy is a friend. Here's where we go. Because a guy is a friend of a guy in politics, he can influence the choosing of a judge. You think we can reach that stage in our country? You know why? They have no confidence. Who knows who is a friend of the judge in the Privy Council? Who knows? No one knows. But no. It's from England, so it's better. From England, so it's fairer. From England, so it's different to us. But us, oh boy, politicians, boy, you must stop it. Thank you. You're not coming to see that leader, you can trust him out of this?